Today we're checking back in with Solana's Sol coin, performing some technical analysis and making some predictions on where we can expect to see Sol go in the near future. Let's get into it. Welcome back into Solana's Sol coin chart, guys. If you're looking to buy Sol or want some free Bitcoin, there are a couple of links down in the description of today's video. But as you can see, Solana has been performing very well, much like the rest of the market, and our prediction from our last video has come into fruition. You can see here where we circled previously, we did hit that 20-day moving average basically twice. It has caused, I suppose, a bit of resistance as to be expected, but I did mention a breakthrough of it would be significant for us, and you can see that on the 4th of February we managed to break through it. On that day, the 20-day moving average was $108, and then we were able to break through and hit on that day $112. So really good. Since that point, we've gotten to a high on the 7th of February at $122, and we're currently now sitting at $114. So all in all, looking good. We didn't spike, I suppose, as severely as I expected, which is surprising considering looking at many other cryptos at the moment have gone up in, I suppose, larger percentages than Solana's Sol coin has, but we are still tracking in the right direction, which is the main thing. Let's see if we can, I suppose, establish any key points now moving forward. First and foremost, I think we could probably start to identify a potential uptrend. And if we're trying to establish a potential uptrend, what we need to put in place is some key points. First and foremost, we need to establish 3 points of contact on our chart. And if we do it a bit like this, what you can see is we've got 4 consecutive points touching this line. As you can see here on the 24th of January, that's where it started, and that was on the low of the day of $80. And then you can see on the 27th, on the 31st, and of course the 3rd of February, that point has been touched on multiple occasions. Now, where is this point leading? Well, if we extend it out a bit, we'll be able to identify that. It is leading basically all the way up to, of course, a horizontal point of resistance up here at $124. I'm going to extend that one out as well. What this is showing us right now is we've got something very important that's going to happen. This $124 mark is critical for us, and breaking that will occur hopefully by the end of February. You can see right here in the corners, 28th of February. What I'm expecting to see is a bit of action like this and then a break at some point. By that point in time, I do believe the 50-day moving average would have trended down to that point, a bit like this. And when we break, I suppose, this horizontal point of support, and if we're able to get through that 50-day moving average as well, that will be a significant turning point for Solana, I believe, in the near future. Furthermore, as we have seen with many other charts, there is a bit of a downtrend that has formed itself across the board. Of course, Solana, for instance, hit its peak over here on the 6th of November, and that was a value of $259. Now, we've been trending down basically since that point, but we had a little bit of a spike over here, of course, on the 2nd of December as well. But what we need to do now is establish where the end of the downtrend is, and I'm going to use this point because it's spiked up previously. I'm going to start trending in a bit of a downwards fashion, and as you can see here, something interesting has occurred, which we have seen on many other charts as well. You can see that if we zoom in, and I'm going to actually change the color of that line just so it stands out a bit more amongst everything else. Let's make it a nice bright color. There we go. Nice bright pink there. You can see that on many occasions we have hit that point. Once here, of course, we have tried to break out of it there, but it was a false breakout and a breakdown there. You can see that we've touched it on multiple occasions through here. Of course, haven't broken through it here as well. This is a very significant point. And as I start to take away some of our previous drawings here, it will become more and more apparent how significant that trend has been to the price action over the past few months. You can see that line coming down and really preventing the price of Solana from breaking out. What we saw the other day on the 4th of February was a breakout and close just above that point. And that is majorly significant. And what it's doing is giving this potential situation a lot more strength. So all in all, looking good. And interestingly enough, like many other cryptos as well, we're not seeing massive volumes that are causing this change to occur. But all in all, we have seen now that the downtrend has been broken, and it's been broken for consecutive days. So you can quite confidently say that it probably has been broken for good, at least for the time being. Let's have a quick look at a few more indicators. Let's have a look first at the RSI, if I can spell that one correctly, Relative Strength Index, there we go. The RSI is sitting at 48.08. Now we've come down, I suppose, from a little bit of a high over here on 50, but even so, we are relatively low. As I mentioned at the start of the video, Solana hasn't shot up as much as any of the other cryptos. So for Sol, I think we have plenty of headroom to move, especially if we are trending towards this sort of breakout point within the next couple of weeks. That will be a major catalyst and allow us to, of course, move quite significantly upwards in a short period of time, potentially like that, or maybe a bit more conservatively as we have seen in the past. So all in all, looking really good. MACD, let's have a look at that one now. As you can see here, we had the 12-day EMA cross the 26-day EMA as we were aware, and it does look like potentially we have hit another peak on the uptrend. But in saying that, that may just be a small point of consolidation for us as we move forward before we start to see a bit of an upwards trend. And that's alright for the RSI, as I say, it means we're not overcooked and have plenty of room to run. So hopefully what we see is a breakout occur within the next couple of weeks after even a period of consolidation, and then a big move upward above the 50-day moving average. As a result, what is my target? Well, it's not going to be anything crazy like I typically do. It is going to be relatively conservative at $124. I want to see the price hit that point at least, hopefully break out within the next couple of weeks. That wraps up today's analysis on Solana's Sol coin. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section below. Of course, as well, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do leave a thumbs up. And if you are interested in seeing more of this sort of content, hit subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. I'll leave it there for today, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.